Sit with me as I unveil hidden healing treasures that were locked away for over 3 years. Oh my goodness, you guys. Good morning. How are you doing? And here we are. Well, this is kind of exciting for me because literally I am going to be opening up these hidden treasures, these healing treasures that have been literally in storage, hidden because I didn't know where certain things were. We're moving storages right now, and so we're getting rid of a lot of stuff, but I'm also finding things that were really important to me and are really important to me. And so I just thought that I would kind of unwrap these things in front of you and we'd go from there. So I have I have a bag down below and I'm just going to grab stuff. Figured we'd just get right into it. So
let's do it.
So heavy too, this bag. There's like really heavy things in here. So this is a healing packet that is encased in a glass container. I haven't seen this for ages. I mean, literally years, you guys. I've not seen this. Now, if you are part of my, if you've taken my cultural studies course, Intro to Voodoo, you'll know all about these. And a lot of people have taken the course, or let me say it this way. A lot of people have taken the course and they were really surprised by what they learned because they unlearned a lot of the misconceptions about voodoo. It's actually a really beautiful practice. But these packets are healing packets that can be used in a healing practice. So it's very dirty, you guys, and I'm just going to show you the way that it is, and then I'll circle back later. So here's this container. This has literally been for years sitting inside this container. It's a little bent. This is a guide packet Congo. Now, keep in mind, you guys, that when I did my healing practice and I was doing mostly body work like Reiki and other healing DRP therapy, which is one of my classes, this has been used on the body many times. And what they do is they absorb and then you clean them. You give them kind of a moon bath. So I'm really excited to see this. Now, the meanings of all of these packets, they're color coded to they're themed to certain healing spirits, basically. And those healing spirits also are coordinated with saints from the Catholic religion. And there's a whole reason how all of that merged together. That's all in the Voodoo course. Definitely take that. And there's also a healing packet, sacred tools class, soul school, sacred tools course as well. It's like, I think like an hour, and it shows how to make these, and I give more detail on that. But oh my goodness, so this one is the guide, which is the family of spirit guides. It's the other one too, because I knew I had two of these, and then this one, it looks like it's off the base. Okay, so here's another one, and this, oh my goodness, this is a Papa Legba one. Papa Legba it's all about the journey. Papa Legba is the spirit that helps you find your way. We're all on that journey. So this is kind of one of the most common ones, especially in Voodoo. It's one of the most common spirits that people know and love. Okay. Here's another one. This is another healing packet. This one was just in a plastic bag and it looks a little worn, but this is a very simplistic. And keep in mind too, there are some super fancy ones, and I talk about this in the Voodoo course and the sacred tool making. Some of them are just super simple because they're going to be tools. You're working on the body with them, and you don't want ones that are like super fancy to to be something that you can't work with. And so this one is Agua la Siren, which is all about clearing and water and sea. And it looks like there's there's crystals on this. I can't even remember what I did. Crystals, and there's a lockbox, and I'm gonna have to look later to see if there's anything in that lockbox, because I'm known for putting things secretly in lock boxes, or just like I have things in my kitchen that are part of the artwork of the kitchen, but if it has a box, I put it in a way that allows it to open, and I a lot of times will stuff messages in there. This is so exciting, you guys. I have no idea what this is. I don't remember this at all. It's, oh, wow. Costa Rica. See, I put it on there. I got this in Costa Rica. If you know and you're watching this and you know what this means, put it down in the comments below. Guys, I might not know it off the top of my head what they represent. I don't remember this one. I'll have to look up the colors, but look at this. Oh, yes, I do. This is Mama Danto, because Mama Danto has kind of the Rastafarian colors. She's the mother of all God's children. She's power, she's nurturing. She will, that said that she will, she will fight to the death for her children. So that's what that one is. Here's something small. My Hopi rattle, you guys. If you guys have read True Stories of an Urban Shaman, which is my book, and it's all about, it's literally cataloging all of my healing sessions and just what I was going through in the span of years of my life as a healer. And every seed in here is said to call in the spirits, call in the Hopi to help you heal. And I used this a lot over the bodies of people to call in. And I have a really cool story in True Stories of an Urban Shaman when I did this, and how all the Hopis came and kind of encircled my client. That's a great story. But look at this, a true Hopi rattle done by the Hopi themselves. This, you guys, oh my God, I know I've talked about this in my classes, and this is the stuff right here that I was most desperate to get a hold of, because it is so important. In my Voodoo course, I talk about potets. Now, I made potets for my children, so there's literally teeth, toenails, fingernails, whatever it is, DNA basically of each child, and I have written on the bottom which child this belongs to. And anytime that there's ever been any trouble or anything that I was worried about with my children, I would take these out and put them out, and I would light a candle, and I would just pray and put all this energy around this, because their DNA is literally inside this. And in initiations of Voodoo, it said that the initiate's soul is placed in here, right? And so it has that, literally a piece of them is in this potet, okay? And they will keep it up on an altar. And when I was in my other house, I had them up like that. These were the things that were really important to me, because these are my children. My children are with me when I have these. So having them be kind of like knowing they were in there, but not knowing where they were. And it literally has been over 3 years since I have been able to have all my tools with me. This is my daughter's. And I just plugged that up. So again, there are things in there. Can't hear this one, but there's a lot in my daughter's. If you ever make these too, you guys, it's really important to put the names. Don't rely on your memory, because your memory will get more faint as you get older and you'll forget. So this is my other son. So now I have, all of these back at home, and I'll be able to display them somewhere really important. This is another healing packet, and Okay, so this one's going to need a little bit of repair too. So you can see where this came off, this little thing came off, so I'm going to have to repair that. But this is the Izili Frida. So she's the goddess of sensuality and seduction and fun and glamour, style. She's a feminine goddess, and this is what this packet represents. Now, this one I made for my mom. I don't know why I chose that particular one, but I made this for my mom, and then when she passed away and we were cleaning out her apartment, it was there, and so of course I took that back so that it could come home. So I have that one now with me. Let me see if there's anything else. There's something else in here. So this bag, ooh, feels like stones. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay, this might be DRP stuff, because I had some things and not others. Oh, my divine deck. Okay, for DRP shamanism, no, Amadeus, I apologize. This is the bracelet in Amadeus, the receiving hand, and you would tie these things together here. Okay, and you would wear this during a healing. So this is the Amadeus course. Of course, here's Minuet trying to get in the middle of everything. Minnie, you have to go, honeys. Say hi. Hello. Say hello. Hello. Okay, you gotta go back down there though. Whoop. Okay, and it looks like I would lay this bandana out because there's a lot of stones in here, and it looks like I had another one wrapping them. So yes, okay, so let me see if I could show this to you. I teach how to make these in the class as well in Amadeus. And so here are all my tools. Now I had my feather. Somehow my feather made it with me all these years. One feather, but then there was another feather that's back in the other room that that was used a lot too. I have two different sacred feathers. Let me go get that. Okay. Here's the other sacred feather. And I would use this over the body. It's also used for saging, and getting that, if you have the shell and you're saging, or even the wand of the sage, and you can help disperse that sage. I had somebody reach out to me who was really terrified about, she wanted to take the Intro to Voodoo course, but of course she heard of Voodoo, and she was scared to do it because she had a religious background as well. That made her really scared. Every time she went to go click that button, she couldn't bring herself to do it. So she reached out to me, and I kind of talked her through it. And the way that I look at it is this, you guys, is that these are cultural studies. And a lot of times our fears are based on things other people have told us, but they're not necessarily based in fact. And we have to think of it this way. If you're a religious person and you want to take this course and you're scared just like she was, you have to keep in mind that even in religion, there are scary parts of religion where, you learn about Satan. And you have to think about it this way, that somebody in that religious order had to do study of Satan. They had to study the scary thing in order to be able to teach other things. So this is the same way, is that you're approaching it from an introduction, or you're approaching it from a cultural studies standpoint. You want to learn something for yourself. There's nothing wrong with learning these things. And what you're going to find out, as my student did, and you can read reviews in Introduction to Voodoo, because you're going to read a lot of that where people had a lot of misconceptions, and when they actually studied what I offered, they realized it wasn't at all what they were thinking. And it doesn't mean that there are not scary things in Voodoo, because it's in any healing, it's all about how people are approaching their healing practice, right? Same thing with witchcraft, you know. It's not that there aren't scary things out there. There are, because there's scary people out there. But the roots of where these things came from were rooted in honoring something greater than themselves. And so that really shines through. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. I have all my tools here, and I'm like looking at all of this stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at all of this stuff, and now I'm like, where am I going to put all this stuff? That's a whole other thing. And my divine deck, I used to do divine deck readings, and I kind of created my own using numerology and placement of the cards and what they meant. And so I, you know, all of them are I painted them all black on one side. They're just a normal deck of cards, you know, but I utilized them and created my own way to do a reading with them, and it was always accurate. So this is really fun to see all my tools. Well, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little, you know, reveal of all these hidden treasures that have been packed away and hidden from me for years, and now I finally have them back. I'm going to clean them all up and spend some time doing that, and then I'm just so excited that these are all here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of my reveal of my hidden treasures, my hidden healing treasures, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.